Hey YouTubers, good morning, it's Robb Moffett. Guys, thanks for watching the video. There's only like 5 billion videos on YouTube, so it's kind of cool you guys are watching this one. This is going to be real simple cornbread, but it's going to be cornbread like you've never had before. It's not going to be that stale, dry stuff that becomes inedible like 3 hours later after you make it. It's going to going to be sweet, tasty, and dry. It's almost going to be like a dessert. It's going to have carrots in it. It's going to have a little peanut butter, obviously an egg and some oil, and the cornmeal, but also a tablespoon of molasses. And it's going to be made here in my little Tramontina omelet pan on top of the stove with the glass lid. It's going to take about 30-40 minutes. So let's get started. We need a cup of cornmeal. I like Martha Whites. Don't know why I like Martha Whites, but I do. It's the buttermilk cornbread mix. My refrigerator knew I was making a video, so it just came on. It likes to get in on the act. Pretty much 1 cup. Gonna make 2/3 milk, 2/3 of a cup of milk. It's time to buy a new measuring cup, don't you think? You can't read that anymore. It's been measured away. It is measured off. This is powdered milk, but you can use any type of milk you want. And 1 egg. I like to mix the cornbread mix with the milk and egg before I add the carrots. Sometimes I add raisins, but they end up just sticking down at the bottom. They don't get dispersed throughout the bread. So it's not what I was hoping. Now, peanut butter, you don't have to use a lot. Something like that. You can double this mixture and make a bigger batch. This is like a half a batch because I'm just using a little pan. Now we'll add the magical ingredient, the molasses. There's a reef down in the Keys called Molasses Reef. I always wonder what the story was behind that. How did that reef become known as molasses? Now, we're not trying to make this a dessert. We just really want the molasses for a little bit of a taste and the color change. And color change it does. It's going to give it a nice brown color. Doesn't look like cornbread anymore. And the carrots. This is 2 carrots. And a little splash of oil. I never measure out exactly how much. It's just about that much. And then just a little bit in the pan. I know I'm using less than what the recipe calls for, but I figure the peanut butter has oil in it too. I have added cinnamon powder to this. No, excuse me, ginger powder, and it makes like a gingerbread. That's pretty cool. I know you're saying, how can cornbread be cool? Well, I'll tell you what. Gingerbread cornbread is cool. Don't know what's wrong with you. Now I forgot to turn the pan on. It's between low and medium. Now you want to get that out there. You paid for it. Remember when you were a kid and your mom would let you lick the spatula and the bowl when she was making brownies or cookies? So now the deal is you just sit there and wait. Going to be second in 30 minutes and open up and see if it's still wet. And if it's still wet, do another 15 minutes. But it's better to have a too low heat than too high. Like I said, I'm between low and medium. So let's just let it sit and come back later. Okay, let's see what we got. It's not really wet anywhere. It's soft. There's a little water on top of the lid, so it's not dried out. That's good. And you can smell it's not burning on the bottom. We'll just let it turn the heat off. Let it cool down, and we'll cut it up and show you what it looks like. Alrighty, let's see what we got going. I forgot, I usually add a little bit of oatmeal with this. I didn't add it this time. But it's still very moist. This isn't your grandma's cornbread. With the molasses and carrots, it's more like a cake. Oh yeah. I don't see a big difference having left out the oatmeal. It's not too dark on the bottom. It was about 40 minutes. But your temperature is going to be different, so you just want to monitor it. You will know after you did it the first time. So guys, give this a shot. I think you might like it. I'm eating cornbread with my fingers because that's how we always ate cornbread. Alright guys, give this a shot. Take care. See you out there.